concept of a Satanic New World Order has been a topic of speculation and conspiracy theories for decades. According to some, this entity is allegedly working to create a one-world government that would exert total control over individuals and nations. One of the supporters being used to achieve this goal is the propaganda surrounding global warming. Proponents of this theory claim that the notion of human-caused climate change is being deliberately exaggerated and distorted to manipulate public opinion and pave the way for oppressive policies. On the surface, the idea of global warming seems straightforward. Human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation, are releasing large amounts of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane into the atmosphere, leading to a rise in global temperatures. However, according to conspiracy theorists, this narrative is being manipulated to serve the interests of the Satanic New World Order. They argue that the true purpose of the global warming agenda is not to protect the environment, but to justify the implementation of draconian measures that would erode individual freedoms and national sovereignty. One of the ways in which global warming propaganda is allegedly being used to oppress us is through the promotion of sustainable development and green economy initiatives. These efforts, while seemingly benign, are claimed to be part of a larger scheme to centralize power and control over resources. For instance, the push for renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power is seen as a means to create dependence on centralized, government-controlled energy systems, rather than allowing individuals and communities to generate their own power. Similarly, the emphasis on reducing carbon emissions is viewed as a pretext for imposing strict regulations on industries and businesses, stifling economic growth and innovation. Another aspect of the supposed Satanic New World Order's plan is the use of climate change as a justification for population control and reduction. Some conspiracy theorists believe that the elite are using the threat of global warming to promote policies that would limit population growth, such as birth control and family planning initiatives. This, in turn, is seen as a means to reduce the number of useless eaters and create a more manageable, subservient population. Furthermore, the focus on climate change is alleged to be diverting attention away from more pressing issues such as poverty, inequality, and social injustice, which are seen as more significant threats to human well-being. The role of international organizations such as the United Nations is also viewed with suspicion by proponents of this theory. The UN Agenda 21, a plan for sustainable development, is seen as a blueprint for the creation of a one-world government with its emphasis on global cooperation and coordination. The theory suggests that the UN is working to undermine national sovereignty and impose a set of universal values and standards that would supplant traditional, cultural, and national identities. In conclusion, while the idea of a Satanic New World Order using global warming propaganda to oppress us may seem far-fetched, it is a narrative that has gained significant traction among certain segments of the population. Whether or not one believes in the existence of such a conspiracy, it is clear that the issue of global warming has become a highly politicized and polarizing topic. As with any complex issue, it is essential to approach the subject with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing both the legitimate concerns about climate change and the potential risks of manipulation and exploitation. Ultimately, a balanced and informed approach to addressing the challenges posed by global warming is necessary to ensure that efforts to protect the environment do not compromise individual freedoms and national sovereignty.